So Notion just released a new feature called tabs, and at first glance, it looks pretty simple. But after using it for a bit, I realized it actually changes how you can structure your entire workspace. Now, quick disclaimer, Notion already has a type of tab. This is Notion database views, which work as tabs, and they sit inside of databases. And honestly, for most complex systems, I'd still recommend using those. But these simple tabs are different. They're faster and less complicated, which makes them perfect for simple systems and a really good way to play around if you're new to Notion. But even if you're not a beginner with Notion, there's some creative stuff you can do with it, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. And then I'll also give you a quick rundown on how they work if you're dedicated enough to give them a go. Subscribe for Notion tutorials. Let's dive in. Here is example number 1. We have a simple meal plan. Monday, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Tuesday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc. You get the point. Instead of doing what we would have done before, which is probably toggles like this, personally I find this an easier structure to work with. And what you can do, instead of using these dot points, instead what you can do is have check boxes, and then you can literally use this as your shopping list. So now this isn't just a meal planner, it's also your shopping list. The next one here is a travel itinerary. Let's say you're planning out a trip. Well, something as simple as this might be exactly what you need. Instead of making something complicated, here you can simply see day 1, day 2, day 3. Now, what I want to point out, and I'll talk about this more in the tutorial section, is what you could do is instead maybe do a simple table like this and have the times here, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and then the activity in this column. But again, I'll talk more about what you can do inside of tabs later on in this video. But still, planning your itineraries in here is a smart idea. The next one here is not relevant for me. This here is a workout plan. Push, pull, legs. I don't know if this is good. I don't work out much. I don't think I've ever trained legs. But still, let's say you're doing a push day. You check this in, you check this in. Now you can follow your set, and when you're done, you can simply reset it like this. And that's how you can plan your workout with tabs. The next one is cleaning. If you're like me, sometimes you have 5 minutes to spend, sometimes you have 15, sometimes you have an hour, and sometimes if you accidentally bought a 3-shot coffee, you have a full day worth of cleaning. I think this is a really easy way to give yourself some options. Hey, I have 15 minutes. Cool, this is exactly what I can do, and check it off. And of course, you can uncheck them all by doing this and clicking untick. So you don't actually have to untick them individually. Pretty cool, right? All right, the next one here is a dopamine menu. I'm sure you've heard of this, but what you can do is separate these into different tabs, because I find most dopamine menus aren't very useful at this. So you have an online one. What could I do when I'm online? Well, maybe I could create an outfit inspiration folder. Maybe I could watch a documentary about a new topic. Or let's say you want to stay at home, but you don't want to stare at your screen for another 4 hours. Well, maybe you could do a puzzle, or you could meditate, or you do something in walking distance, or maybe you're willing to do something in driving distance. I find creating a dopamine menu with these different tabs here just makes it a lot easier in actually choosing what you're going to do. Now, similar to that, I haven't actually seen this before. I think I created this, probably not. It's called a social menu. Basically, I'm sure in your local area, you have a bunch of events that happen every single week. Well, this here is kind of like a dopamine menu, but a social menu. So basically, write down things that are happening in your area every single week and add this to this social menu. So when you feel like, hey, I haven't talked to anyone for 2 days, and you could simply go to Thursday and say, you know what, I might go to this language meetup. Or if it's Sunday, then you might, oh no, this Sunday one says, please subscribe. Oh, I guess you could do that whilst we're reading this, I guess. And that's the social menu. And then lastly, we have a place to store your movie recommendations, because I'm sure you're like me, and people keep saying, hey, you should watch this. Right now, everyone's saying Project Hail Mary. I haven't seen that, but I need a place to store it, so maybe I'll put it here under comedy. I think it's an action movie. I should have put it in here. But this is just an easy way to store it, and of course, you can tick it off like that once you've seen it. So that's just some inspiration on how to use Notion tabs. Let's now take a quick look on how to actually use them. So if you're new to Notion, you'll have a blank page like this. And up here is your header. This is kind of the name of the page. Now, all of these lines here underneath, as you can see, it says press space for AI or / for commands. So if I do /, this brings up the Notion command list. And here you have a lot of different options, and it just keeps getting longer and longer. And as you can see, here we have tabs. Now, you don't have to scroll down every single time to access that. You can simply start typing, and here you see tabs. And then by default, you'll have tab 1, tab 2, and tab 3. Now, you can, of course, right-click to rename these, and you can also give them an icon. So I'll just call this example, and let's give it an icon person. Now, inside of tabs, it actually works the same as normal lines inside of Notion. And what makes this kind of confusing is you can type your text, lorem ipsum, but you can also do / to bring up the commands list again, and then add any of these different items in here. So I could do a table like I showed before. Or let's be really meta, you could do tabs. So inside of this tab, I could have this tab with different tabs. And that's not inside of this tab, it's inside of this tab. This tab exists in this tab, in this tabs. Another thing you could do, which I probably don't recommend, is have database. So if you haven't used Notion databases, you could put a database inside of a tab. So I could add this, which sits in here. Before we get to the tutorial part, I should mention, if you don't want to build a system from scratch, you can get my all-in-one productivity template called Headquarters. There's a link in the description. It handles your task management, projects, life buckets, notes, resources, time tracking, and so much more. I also have a productivity and Notion course if you want to learn Notion in an afternoon. There's a link in the description to both of them, as well as the bundle. Now, if you already have a Notion dashboard, I wouldn't go rushing to change it just yet because of this new Notion tabs feature, because Notion actually already has tabs. They're just inside of databases. So I'll just show you how this works. So basically, if I do /database and just create a table view here and click on new empty data source, if I write movies here for databases, as you can see, it says add a new view. And this new view here will be a tab. So here you can see tab 1 and tab 2. Just like we have up here. The thing is, with databases, we have many more options, such as properties, such as filters, such as sorting. So for example, if we did the movies example, Project Hail Mary, and I'll make this action and I'll make this comedy. And what I could do is add a property here to be the type. So I'll say this is action, but then I can also add other stuff, maybe like who recommended it. So I'll say Ryan recommended this for me. Or maybe I could add a out of 10 system, so I could rank these movies as well. So I'll say it's a 10 out of 10. I haven't seen the movie. And what this allows me to do here is then sort this information. So if I have a bunch of movies in here, I can sort them by how good they are out of 10. Or I could sort them by who it was recommended by, for example. And by using filters, I'll simply add a filter to the comedy tab here. That's going to say the select has to be comedy. So now I'm not going to see any action movies in here, but I still have the out of 10 and the recommended by and all of these other details. And I can add as many of these different tabs as I want. Also, the thing that makes this more impressive is these different tabs can be different types. So it could be a gallery, it could be a map, it could be a calendar. And you don't get that kind of control with these different types of tabs here. But still, I think this is a cool feature and I wanted to show you. By the way, if you're still interested in Headquarters, I'll put a link in the description. It handles your task management, your projects, your life buckets, notes, resources, and so much more. I built the system by using Notion database tabs. If you want to understand the fundamentals of Notion, including Notion database tabs, then again, I'll have my course linked in the description. Or if you just want to see a tutorial specifically about the different types of Notion database views, then click on this video here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found it useful.